Hey guys, what's up? It's Noelle with Baker's Backyard Bounty, and today I'm going through some cuttings that I got from my precious friend Christy, who is moving away from her backyard homestead and wanted to share some of her goodies for us to grow in our garden. So what I have here are a variety of things. These are cuttings from her fig trees. So she submerged them in some water and instructed me that I could actually put it in soil and just keep the soil really moist and not have to just primarily put them in water and wait for them to sprout, but just go ahead and put them in some dirt and they will grow. So I'm excited to try that. I've never done that before. She also gave me some blackberry cuttings. They look really similar, so I'll have to figure out which ones are blackberries and which ones are raspberries, but those also can be grown from cuttings, and I think those are blackberry and these are probably raspberry. So I'm excited to give those a try. She also included some cuttings of lantana, which the butterflies have loved here in our garden this year. So I'm excited to give hers some new life. She said these kind of are 50-50. Some will grow, some won't, but it's so worth a try. And the cool thing about cuttings is it's like a free garden and it's like a scrapbook. Just taking different treasures from gardens around the area. It'd be cool even around the world eventually to collect cuttings and just create this beautiful eclectic garden. I'm really excited to try some of these. She shared some Dutch iris with me. I have some Louisiana purple that I planted a few months ago. She also shared with me some purple and orange, like traditional iris, but this Dutch iris is new to me and it looks really beautiful. If you Google it, you'll get to see, but just so excited to try some new varieties of flowers this year. So just an update on our chickens. We got the Sicilian buttercup back in with the flock. Reed was the brave one and integrated the chicken back in. And what's super cool is that her flock mates that came from my friend's backyard, they protect her. So for the first day they surrounded her, and anytime one of our chickens would go over there, they would kind of get defensive, kind of peg back. So that was super sweet to see. When we had the Sicilian out in the yard, she would lay at the fence with her little bunk mates on the other side, and so we knew that she really missed her friends. And hey, so far so good. Everyone just keeps to themselves. Lily got a boo-boo on her knee. She fell down. Bugs is coming to kiss your boo-boo, Lily. What do you think about that? Alright, so I've been dealing with some rogue chickens, scratching up our beautiful flower bed. Y'all look at this. They've like destroyed it. So we're gonna have to do some wing clipping today. It's not as scary as it sounds. There's no blood or guts or anything like that. You just trim their flight feathers, which are at the very end. So we're gonna be doing that today, me and my lovely hubby Reed. But look at these girls, they're all integrated now. Hey girls, you see them? What's up? They're still kind of sticking with their own little gangs, but everyone's in here. Here they come running. Hey girls. There's our little Sicilian buttercup making her way over. She's so little. Chicken mom. And we got another bunny named Lily. Yeah. Welcome to my guest bathroom, aka my greenhouse. It is really bizarro, but this is the warmest place in the whole house, our guest bathroom, which is really nice if you have to like spend a lot of time in here. Wink, wink. But what I have here are my seedlings and my grow light and some of those cuttings that I'm trying to root. What's happened is my seedlings have gotten a little bit what we call leggy, and that just really means like they're kind of long and spindly and weak. So how to fix that is moving the light closer. You can also plant them deeper in the soil, like putting them in a different pot. Just plant the seedling down deeper so that the leaves are closer to the surface of the soil, or yeah, move them closer to the light. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move these up closer to my grow light. I didn't want them too close. I've been experimenting with this. It's really my like second time ever to use this LED UV light, and so I'm learning. But as you can see, I have 100% germination. Let me flip the camera around and show you. There we go. So in here we have broccoli, cauliflower, and some Brussels sprouts. So I'm still sticking with the spring, early spring, cooler weather crops. And I'm going to be starting my tomatoes and peppers probably towards the end of January. Our first frost date, you can just find it by Googling your zip code and the last frost date. So our last frost date is around March 18th for my area. So I just count back 6 to 8 weeks. And I'm gonna kind of err on more like 6 weeks to start the seedlings, just in case we get a later frost. You don't want to start the seeds too early. And that would actually be like end of January, beginning of February. So we're coming up on tomato and pepper season. I'm so excited. And then I'll start the rest of my summer crops a little later than that, like either direct sow them in March after the last frost, or just start them a couple of weeks before. So it's coming to fruition. I will admit today it's gray, it's cold. Even Lily was asking to come inside, which never happens. She was really cold, and I don't know, just kind of been feeling super bummed out today. Like, just nothing's really growing fast. There's not a lot of change in the garden. It's just kind of like gray and meh. And I've tried to stay really optimistic and just look forward to the spring garden, but today it just got me, and I've really been, I don't know, just coming in and checking on my seedlings like nonstop just to feel a little bit of that garden joy in here. So anyways, wish me luck. I'm gonna try and get these to be a little less leggy, and I have my cuttings here in some moist soil. Just gonna see if that'll start to grow. I've never grown cuttings under a grow light, so we'll see what happens. I didn't use any rooting hormone, which is something that after I did my research was called for, but I just wanted to see if I could get these off the ground in a more simple way. So yeah, fingers crossed. It feels like I haven't been able to use this basket and my pruners to harvest anything much lately, so it feels good to come out here. I'm gonna be getting some collards and rutabagas for supper tonight. Mashed rutabagas with some potatoes to supplement, and then good old collard greens with bacon. So it should be a good night. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. May you find the bounty in your own life and all the beauty that it holds. Till next time.